Embark with Viking on a 10-day journey of discovery to some of the most storied destinations of the Mediterranean.
This is Lake Como, and that's the other big part of this extension. In Lake Como, we take you out on the lake, of course. You see Bellagio, you see all the villas along the water's edge, you see the mountains in the background. And this picture completely does not do it justice so much, but if you like this picture, I can only tell you that the reality, sometimes a postcard is almost better than the actual experience. But in Como, one of those wonderful things is like you do feel like you walk through you somehow have the feeling that you've been there before because you've seen this so many times over the years. It's such the scenery itself, aside from the fact that there are wonderful restaurants and there are interesting museums and great shopping and things like that, but just the landscape itself, or the cityscape in this case, it's just such a pleasure to walk around in a place that you feel like you've seen before. There is another way to experience the Italian lakes, and that is a visit where your anchor, if you will, is on Lago Maggiore. And you visit Lake Como from there. You travel through the region of the Italian lakes a little bit. You then visit, of course, the islands. And this is what Lago Maggiore is known for. The island in the foreground is the island that was owned by the Borromeo family, and that has a beautiful Baroque palace on it. And these Baroque gardens are just unequaled anywhere in Italy. Those can be visited. In the background is the island of the fishermen. And that is actually, if Baroque gardens are not necessarily your thing, at least let us take you to the island of the fishermen, because it's very tiny. It's just one main street, or if you will, two main streets. There is the main street through the village, and then there is a kind of this quay that runs along the side where the fisher boats are. The fish is ridiculously fresh in all the restaurants, and it's just a very easily navigable little island that is, it's just one of those postcard type of experiences, I think. And with that, we're now coming to a close. Okay, that was it for me. And now, as promised, we will have Leah answer any and all questions that you may have. Thank you for watching.
And now time for some questions. My colleague will be.
We have a Mark from the US who asks, we are booked on an early April Viking Oceans itinerary, which will be our 16th Viking adventure, including Antarctica last November, and we are doing this Lake Como Verona extension. In your opinion, what is the one thing we must do while enjoying these lakes in Italy?
Well, first, welcome to the family, because 16 cruises, it means you're already part of the family. And second, I think that the best thing you can do when Lake Como is one of my favorites. And we during this program stop in one of the smaller villages around the lake where you have time to explore, and it has the best meal I've had in some time. They have this big wheels of Parmigiano cheese, which they hollow a little bit, and they will toss your pasta inside the wheel and mix it there with the cheese, and then they put it in your plates. Try that and let me know.
Sounds lovely. Thank you so
It's
much.
Beautiful.